Hello friends, welcome back. So the last type of demand is derived demand. Demand for a commodity which is for a direct consumption is called direct demand. If you are just demanding it to consume it there and then, it's direct demand. But when the commodity is demanded not for its own use but for the production of other goods and services, it is referred to as derived demand. So an example is demand for cassava may be dependent on demand for gari. If we are demanding more gari, it means that we demand more cassava to produce more gari. So that is derived demand. Now we want to look at change in quantity demanded and change in demand. There is a little bit of a difference here. One is called change in quantity demanded and the other is called change in demand. Let's look at change in quantity demanded first. Demand may change due to various factors, which is true. The change in demand due to change in price only, where other factors remain constant, is called change in quantity demanded. So if it is due to change in price only, the price of the commodity is called change in quantity demanded. The change can be an extension or an increase or a contraction or a decrease in demand. So change in quantity demanded results in a movement along the same demand curve. So looking at this demand curve, if the price increases, we see demand decreasing. So there is an upward movement. And if price decreases, we see demand increasing. There is a downward movement. It is moving along the same demand curve, which is change in quantity demanded. If it moves downwards, it's called increase in quantity demanded or expansion. And if it moves upward here to the left, this is to the right, the downward is to the right, to the left upward is decrease in quantity demanded. Now the next is change in demand. Change in demand. When the demand changes due to changes in other factors like taste and preferences, income, price of related commodities, etc., but with the price of the commodity in question remaining constant, it is called change in demand. So for this one, the price of the commodity in question has not changed, but the quantity demanded has changed as a result of change in taste and preference, change in income, change in price of related commodities and others. That is called change in demand. The first one we looked at, when there is a change in price, is change in quantity demanded, and this one, when the price is constant but other factors change, is called change in demand. If consumers buy more goods due to changes in other factors that affect demand other than the price of the commodity, is called increase in demand. On the other hand, if the other factors that affect demand causes a decrease in the demand for the commodity, but with the price of the commodity remaining constant, it's called decrease in demand. So for change in demand, this is what happens. The price is constant, but maybe an increase in income has caused an increase in demand. What happens is there is a shift, a rightward shift of the demand curve. A rightward shift of the demand curve represents an increase in demand, and if it's a leftward shift of the demand curve, it represents a decrease in demand. This is where we will end. I'll stand by for questions. Thank you for your attention and have a wonderful time. Bye bye.